It's the top player props in NBA and MLB from the Sharp app. It's Top Props coming up next. All right, guys, we had the day off yesterday from NBA. No plays. Sunday, you know we crushed it. 8-4 on the day, 3.5 units that we add to the piggy bank, bringing our total up to 113.8 units on the season, which started for us on March 1st here at Top Props. So NBA has just crushed for us and you guys. Hopefully you are on board. You have been for a while now, and you see the benefits in your bankroll. Now, MLB, we had two plays yesterday. One got rained out. We had Mikolas over on his strikeout total. That game in New York was rained out. But we did hit our other over, and that was Colorado. Senzatella, 2.5 over strikeouts. He gets 3 Ks in 2 innings, gets injured. So we got lucky there that we were able to get the 3 Ks before the injury, and he did it in just 2 innings. So we'll take that one. We go 1-0 on the day yesterday to add to the bank, and puts us in the positive now for MLB on the season. Guys, quickly, do me a favor. Subscribe over on YouTube if you haven't done so, and also share this video with as many of your friends as possible. Let them know that you are crushing it with Top Props, and it'll just benefit us and you guys because it gives us the opportunity to add to what we're doing. And speaking of adding what we're doing, in baseball right now, you guys know I'm giving you Ks and the occasional home run. It's tough to find the home run props that give us enough value that we want to jump on them. You know, oftentimes they're going to be somewhere between 350, plus 350, plus 700. And those type of lines, the sports books really scalp them a little bit more, or sometimes a lot more than they do on the minus 110, minus 120, plus 105 type of bets. It's harder to scalp those bets from a sports book standpoint. What happens with the average sports bettor is they're not looking at value. What they're looking at is, do I like Giancarlo Stanton to hit a home run tonight? And if I do, I'm going to play it if it's plus 350 or plus 375 or plus 3.25. They're going to play it like that. 300 to 400 doesn't mean that much to the average bettor. But when we're looking for value and we're trying to make value plays here, we're not trying to predict what's going to happen in the games. What we're trying to do is figure out where's the sports book off and who's giving us the best value. That's what it's all about. We are finding value. No one has a crystal ball. Certainly I don't. But what we try to do is find the best spots we could possibly be in. Think about it. If you play poker, you're going to want to get the cards in, right? Sometimes you're an underdog in the hand, meaning you're in there on a draw and you've got, let's say, 9 outs to make your flush draw, which is going to be about, on the river, let's say about 18, 17, 18, 19%, something like that, that you win the hand. Well, the only reason you would get your money in the pot is if you think you can win more than the odds are. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you've got a 4-to-1 shot to win the pot. Well, you better be getting a better return than 4-to-1 on your money. Otherwise, it's not worth making the bet. Even though you know the odds are pretty good, you're not going to catch that flush. That's what we do in sports betting. That's what you do in all sorts of risk taking. You're looking for value, whether it's Wall Street, poker, sports betting, anything else. All right, so let's jump into what we've got going on here today. I've got just a few games. We only have one game in the NBA tonight, and I've only got 3 plays. That's all we have as far as good value that I'm seeing in the NBA. And then I've got 3 more plays for you guys in MLB as well. So we got 6 plays on total today. Of course, we've got a ton more stuff inside the app. The pro subscribers in the app get to see what our pro handicappers are taking. Speaking of which, yesterday was an absolute crusher. We had a plus 175 on Detroit to beat Tampa for pro members. So hopefully you guys were a part of that. And then another plus money where we took the Cubs minus 1.5 on the plus money. That was juiced to the plus. So we laid the 1.5 on the spread and made a couple bucks on that one as well. So let's try to stay hot in MLB. We'll stay hot with the top props. And when we come back, our first one from the NBA. All right, guys, NBA, I'm going with Dwayne Dedmon, rebound number to the over. We're taking over 3.5 rebounds here. We've got it projected at 4.17, which I think is a pretty solid projection. Now, in the playoffs here, well, let me give you the rest of it. Over is plus 106 on Fanduel, 11.4% edge. Now, his numbers have been down as far as the averages go in the postseason, but he had a few games. There were 3 games there where he had like 4 minutes or less played, so that really brought his averages down. Dedmon's not a guy who plays a ton of minutes, comes off the bench 16 minutes a game during the regular season, averaged 5.8 rebounds a game in those 16 minutes during the regular season. So we have seen now, he had an injury a few weeks ago, also was dealing with a head cold that forced him to miss the game, I believe game 4 or 5 against Philly. But we have seen since he's come back from injury, his minutes have risen, 11 or 12 minutes in every game, the last 3 games that he's played since then. I think we see at least 12 minutes, maybe more here tonight. If we get to 12, I like the over 3.5. If we get to 15 minutes, I think the 3.5 number is a lock. So I really like plus 106 here. FanDuel's the place to get it. 11.4% is the edge. All right, let's head over to MLB, see what I got there with a strikeout prop. All right, our strikeout props, I've got 3. I'm going to give you one here for the video. Jose Berrios, Toronto is the prop I'm looking at, and his number to beat tonight is going to be 4.5. I like the over, minus 110 at DraftKings, 17.1%. That's the edge. Now, Cash Keg over at DFS Army does work with us also here at the Sharp app. He's got it projected at 5.85 on the strikeout projections. I think that's a little high. My projection is going to be somewhere closer to 5, but I still like it. You know, I respect Keg's numbers greatly, so his 5.85 is leaning me here towards the over. I like it to go over, just not as much as Keg does, but I like the over of 4.5. Now, Seattle, middle of the road team when it comes to strikeouts, 13th in the league in strikeouts. Berrios, not a huge strikeout picture either, but I think we're going to get, he's favored in this game, like minus 125, minus 130. I think we get enough innings here where we do get the strikeout number. I think if he puts in 6-7 innings, we should get that over, and I think Berrios does get the innings tonight to push us to the over. Not my favorite play of all time, but usually those are the ones that work out well. So hopefully we get this one, we cash it. I've got 2 other plays inside of the app for you guys. They're both overs on strikeouts, totals of 4.5. One, we've got a huge edge on, so we'll see. We've got the number from Keg is far over that 4.5 number. So you could check out which game that is and which prop that is inside of the app. Again, guys, greatly appreciate you sticking with me, watching the video all the way to the end here. That helps us out. And like I said, if you can, share these videos, like them. Also, subscribe to us on all other social media. You can find us at the Sharp app pretty much everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. It's all appreciated. So, guys, good luck with these plays. I'll be back later on today with a play of the day. Tomorrow, more top props. And let's keep winning. Good luck.